Hi, Dave Snyder here. It is the 18th of September 2015, and I just want to show you this. This is weather from yesterday, September 17th, and what it's showing here, what you can see in just this one picture over North America, you can see at least three, I'd say four, polar holes. I would say I'd call them polar spots or whatever. I'm not going to call them earth spots. I just refuse to do it because that's not really what they are actually. So I mean, they're on the Earth. Don't get me wrong, but I've got one here that I've showed before, and I'm going to show you that one. You can't see it real clear, but I'll show it to you so that you know that it's there. Okay, you have to see the circular pattern is the same as this one. It's the same as this one, and there's another one there and one there. And we can go through, and I mean they're just all over yesterday. I mean, you know, like right here is definitely one. And this is a repeating pattern from here and here. This pattern is the same as this pattern. You know what I mean? It's like, and this pattern is the same too. These three patterns are from like the same thing. See how they kind of resemble each other as you go across the equator? There's three patterns here, at least, right? Not exactly the same. I'm not saying that, but they're same pattern. They're from the same thing, and it even goes back even further right here. Okay, but anyways, this one here, this one here, this one here, that's three in just North America showing at the same time. Three at least. And I'll show you this one right here. This one needs to be seen properly. And I've shown this is like the Pacific Blob one, right? I've shown that one. I'll show you that one again. This one here, I haven't shown that much, but I could save it and I could show it to you real good too. Actually, I already have it. All right, so and this one, the new one today, I'll show you that one too. That's real good. Okay, so the one I want to show you first is this one up here. It's way up here. Maybe not that high. All these untitled ones are all good overlays. I mean, they're all good. They're just not titled. I'm just kind of lazy that way. Okay, so we're getting there. There. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. That's one right there. You see, this was at least a year ago, at least. Right there. See that circular pattern right there? That's what you see. That's what you see in the weather yesterday on Wonder Maps right there. See the edge of it? That's the edge of it. Right there. See the same thing right there. There's another one. The other one we're seeing is way up here, and this is like I said, this is from last year. This image is at least a year old. This weather here, but it still shows you where that hole is. Like I'm trying to show you right here. There's one there, and it's showing, and this one is showing, and this one is showing. And you know what they say when the poles are reversing, there's going to be multiple poles. You know what they say? That's what they said. Right? This is showing you multiple pole connections right there. Strong yesterday, very strong all day long, very strong. Pulling on. This was a pole. That was a pole. That was a pole. Yep, I think so. So, anyways, this one here, I'll show you that one too. That one is way down here. It's a newer one, and it's the Pacific Blob picture I showed before. And it just kind of goes, right here in the Gulf. This is an oversized picture a little bit, but it's a perfect alignment actually perfect alignment. And the other one, I'll show you the other one too. I gotta take this one down first. First, I have to find the other ones right here, right in this area. Within a day or two. Oh, this is the one in the Gulf of Alaska. But see the tail, this pattern that comes down like this? That's the same one you're seeing right now on Wonder Maps, right here. Look at that. But it's over here. See that? It's over here in Canada. With that same waterfall looking thing. See that? This one's a little oversized, but it's same thing, same pattern. That's a pole. That is definitely a pole. And you see when it moved from this pole, you can almost, it's probably like the trail could be from when it suddenly moved a lot. I don't know, maybe not. Could be wrong. I just kind of guess as I go, but I put it together pretty well, I think. I think it all goes together pretty good. I mean, way better than you would believe. Okay, so here's one that happened today. Here's what I did today. This is real good. You love this. Okay, so today all I did was I brought up this picture of Mo Africa, and it's right here, right? And I got it. It's aligned to Africa. You see the Horn of Africa there, right here. It goes right in that spot. It's all. This is aligned right properly. Okay. Well, I mean, you could align it maybe a little different, but this is the best way. Okay. So all I did is bring this up, and then I this image I saved today, right here. Wow, what an image! I aligned. This is the third pole right here on the Earth for sure. The third pole. You can call it that. They call it that. That's what they call it. And here you go. I aligned it to this picture only. Only this picture. And I really just threw it up there pretty quick. I just kind of threw it up there real quick because you can see it. You can see this little dip down. And you can see it fits in pretty good. Curve right here. All of this is in there pretty much. You come over here, you can see this lined itself right up. This crater. They used to show you these craters a lot better than they do now, but see, you can see the crater right there. It is there. Okay. So I only aligned it to this picture. That was it. Okay. So after that, I brought up the Mo Perfect, which is a drawing of Mare Oriental Basin that is from 1978. NASA image turned. These are all reversed images of the lunar surface. They're flipped over. So check this out. The old lines right up. Now watch this area down here. Watch. You gotta look at it kind of from the side. I think. See the point up here? This comes up to a point too. Sometimes it's better. It's more visible, but you can see that pretty good. It's pretty good. Now watch this. Take this away and bring up Africa over Africa, and watch this part right here. Look at the weather. Lined itself right up perfectly over Lake Victoria. And look at these lines that come out the side right here. Nice. Just nice. They just fit right in there. Just perfect. And then you can look through this image, you can see, I mean, the Horn of Africa, you can see it in the weather there. Pretty much a little bit. Not too much, but you can see it. And then check this out. The Pluto picture that is not Pluto. This is not Pluto. I'm telling you right now. I've looked at these images so long now. I'm telling you, this is Mare Oriental Basin, or it hit the same place or whatever. But it is not Pluto. There's no way it could leave the same print. Watch this. This is like the baddest print. Do not align it to this picture. Just align it to that first one I showed you. The first image. And look Look at it fit there. Look at this way this line comes down, and there's that. I show it here better. Look at that fit there. And you can actually see a curve there where this kind of, watch, it crosses through. And then you can see there's a point where this weather comes to a point like right here, watch. A line right here, that's it, watch, it's in the weather right there, look. They got this shit split right there, the line and the satellite, but I'm telling you. Oh, and another thing, right here, you see this circular shape, see how it goes right here, there's like a circular shape I pointed out the other day. You can see right here, this is like Thailand and Vietnam, watch, it's right, almost right in place, right here actually, but you can see that it fits right in that area, right there. And then you can see Japan actually, you see Japan right here, see this way that it comes up to this point, that's, you can put Japan over that, fits perfect as well. But I mean, that is not Pluto. I guarantee you. And I mean, it's just not Pluto. You can look at it over Mare Oriental, this picture, and it's a match. It matches Mare Oriental perfect. There's no doubt about it. No question in my mind. All I did, like I said, when I aligned this was I put that V right there. All I did was align that V with this V that's on the moon. See it? And you can see it better in this other picture. Right here. See how it's got this V right here? There's like two circles right here actually. Like one here and one here. And this is the same thing. It is the same thing. Look at the way it comes down right here in this area right here. Look at it on the moon. This is the moon. Same thing, right in the same place. Same thing. Guaranteed. You can see this line on this area of the moon, and you can see it on Pluto or whatever you want to call it. I'm telling you, I've looked at these pictures a long time. This is not Pluto. This is the moon. Or they're shaped from by the same thing, the same exact way. I'm telling you right now, that is Mare Oriental. You got to trust me on that one. That is Mare Oriental based. It's with ice on it or something. I don't know. Or they're just using the same shit. I'm telling you. Same stuff. They're using the same stuff. I mean, it's that picture of the weather fits over it so well. Right there. This line is just right there, that big open spot right there, or the weather right there. Look at that. It's got that open spot right in place. It just happens to fall into that spot. You know, and it's just got this weird shape right here. It just happens to match that shape there. And I mean, everything I put up there matches that picture of Pluto, just like it does the moon. Just like the weather pictures of the Earth match the moon. Same with that picture of Pluto, whatever you want to call it. Same thing. They all match.